everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Luck's Colts. With that, we'll send you up to Baltimore, as standing by at M&T Bank Stadium are the two men who'll call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the... ...11-yard line. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And his first look is incomplete. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up second down. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league. Equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Breeze now on first down. Caught right side. It's Snead. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is incomplete. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Flainer. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Henry Anderson able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 58 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. play fake here on first down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I still remember when Frank Gore came out of the University of Miami, and there were injury questions about him because of his knees. Guess what? He just had his 9th 1,000-yard season in 2016 with Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's something. It's an Indianapolis Colts franchise that the last few years has really struggled with guys running the football, but Gore picking him back up this year. He's 33. Larry Fitzgerald's 33. Those guys still producing.
And you know what the coaches say about both of them? They're the ultimate pros.
Here's Luck now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dwayne Allen, 35 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Lewis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. On 1st down, Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
For Ingram, he topped the 1,000-yard mark this year for the first time in his 6-year career.
Didn't he just come out of Alabama last year?
That's what it feels like, right?
I mean,
hard to believe
amazing.
6 seasons he's had.
Won a Heisman Trophy there, finally over 1,000 yards as a pro, and he increased his number of long runs, becoming a much better ball carrier into the secondary. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. It's complete to Flater. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 14. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael O'Omonawanui. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Quan Bray now to return this football. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And the possession switches to Indianapolis. Here come the Colts. As you look forward for them, after 3 11-5 campaigns, back-to-back 8-8 seasons, missing the playoffs. But appears Chuck Pagano will be the head coach again. Many thought he might be on the way out.
He's staying. Brand new general manager in place. They'll have to work hand-in-hand together to keep improving the roster. But you just mentioned the back-to-back 8-8 seasons. In the AFC South, that only puts them about 1 game out of the playoffs. So if they can make any type of improvement, they have a chance to get back into the playoffs where they were for the previous 3 seasons.
One receiver left is Hilton. Play fake to Gore. It's locked. Steps away. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's 3rd down. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. Third and long. It's locked. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Throwing again is Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target. Read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a set.
Breeze again here on Saints. Lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on.
It's like this when the ball comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with patience and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Steps away to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Shotgun now for Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill from 6 yards away. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you...
Now a hit and lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze surveying the field. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually...
Look at the big man rumble! And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They come up in an offset eye. One receiver left is Hilton. They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
No gain, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Luck. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Dante Moncrief, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts able to get this back with it, a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. Oh, well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, it's Breeze. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. The play clock's running down. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. On second down, here's Breeze. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Breeze sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play for the Saints on third down. 47 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now is Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Flainer from 4 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Rolling to his right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
A gain of 6 there on first. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Throwing again is Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And it's 3rd and 4. They come up in an offset eye. To the air again, Luck. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped.
Your inhibitions, let the beast in. About what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends, thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running well. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. Like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, I never come down. I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down.